What's up, my friends? What's up, my friends? If anyone's popping in, what's up? I see DJ's in the house. What's good with you, DJ? Man, it's one of them days already, dogs. Real talk. Real talk. Where am I at? Chrissy LeBlanc in Dodge, Durango, driving behind. That's right. That's right. Drive fast. Drive safely. Where am I at? I'm right here. I didn't honestly, in all honesty, I did not think I was gonna make today's stream, at least not on time. Legitimately was sitting there dealing with some nonsense for the better part of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, about a half an hour to about an hour or so dealing with some craziness. Man, madness. But yeah, I mean, what do you say? What do you say other than I don't know, just another day at the office. So if the YouTube channel gets shut down, and you never see me again, it's because I was sued for 400K. Um, yeah, 400,000 is what I'm gonna get sued for by a dude who is a engineer. He's a let's see, he's an engineer, he was a marine, he was security for who knows what. Jackie baby was good. What's up, man? Kwai Kari, what's up? Cheers, brother. Cheers to my stoner pizza right here. What's up, Charles? How you doing, Jackie and baby? So, my goodness, my goodness, it was just madness just now. Like legit, just crazy. And I was like, literally trying to tell dude, you know what? Um, Come on, can you just like put the cuckoo back in the clock a little bit later on? Because I got a live stream I got to get to. I got a frozen pizza I want to get to. But Kauai, hope all is well with you, man. I love that name, dude. By the way, Kyrie, I think is that what it is? If I get that wrong, my apologies, man. But ultimately, man, what a day. What a day. All right, cool. That's what's up. That's what's up. Um, Madness, dude. Um, in all actuality, what's up, D? Literally, D, it was fine. And then we literally had someone come in just now. We needed him to verify membership. He didn't want to. Um, and we're dealing him for about a good half an hour to about an hour or so. In fact, because let me see if I could figure out my life and do this. But just a quick indicator. Let me see if it'll let's see. I don't know if it'll deal. We have to deal with situations. And it was just nuts. So I'm gonna do this one for members though. I'm gonna do this one for members because it's actually pretty funny. So let me see. I had gotten it to work earlier. Let's see if it'll work. Let's see.
Okay, I'm wired.
Okay.
They already
So
videotape everything our conversation.
perfect.
Okay.
So could you rewind to the part where
So,
the young lady asked you to he legitimately and bring it hey Tasha, my love, how are you? I hope you are doing well. We have been thinking about you
So do it so you can
and
come back
hoping
and
everything
register.
has been
Well,
well with
actually,
you.
you cut this out, so you're not welcome
But
back. Okay.
You just do it again.
Okay, we did. Alrighty.
You
So,
just do it again. You
okay.
just said
this
something,
is
you
literally,
shot yourself.
literally.
I don't have a gun. I can't do that.
Are you security? You should.
I should, but I'm not.
And you know what?
I believe in
No,
peace.
I'm
Girl.
gonna tell you something, dude. And this message is gonna blow your mind.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
I have
So
a
then we need to get him
school.
out of
I
here.
have a school. I train security guards.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So
Yeah,
again,
I'm done with you guys.
All right.
literally just happening. I'm gonna drop one out for he said to shoot him. He told me he said I shot myself in the foot. And I says, how? I legit didn't have I don't have a gun on me. And then he says, well, if you're gonna want to get so again, members, I'll drop the whole video for you. Got to put them all together. So that he was in. Um, he said if I want to get him out, I have to forcefully take him out. And I'm not in the business to grab anybody, throw anybody out. because it's not the way we do things over here, you know. I try to peacefully talk to him. I don't raise my voice. I don't yell. Um, but sometimes some people are just people, you know what I'm saying? And I try to be sympathetic because everybody goes through different things. But however, I do have a whole center I have to look after. Um, I have to make sure that everyone is safe while they're in here. So we ended up getting the police. The police ended up finally getting them out. And then at that, he said he's gonna sue us for 400K, and that it's I don't know what I'm doing. He said I'm illegal here in this country too. Um, he pretty much told me just anything under the sun is what my man basically went and told me. So, anyways, normally they don't last too long, but believe me, this one lasted a good amount of time. So, hey, how's it going? It's going very great. So he was telling the front desk staff, "Hey, I didn't scare you, did I? I didn't do this." And whatever, I just stood in front of him and the front desk staff because, again, I got staff I got to worry about. I got members I got to worry about to be dealing with this guy's craziness and silliness. So, either ways, members, when that drops, take a look. But hey, Maria, how are you? And I'm going to tell you right now, honestly, I am straight enjoying. I love these things are my guilty pleasure. It doesn't look good right now, but those Celeste frozen pizzas, I'm telling you, man, they are like my guilty pleasures, man. It's all, man, I love it. Mm-mm-mm. But anyway, I hope you guys are all doing well. Yeah, same here. It's I love them, man. I love them, especially, and I think we've talked about it before. We did definitely on Geo's live that barbecuing these boys, man, it's like a whole different treat. Mhm. Um, if you like them just done, um, throw them on the barbecue, man. That's a whole different experience. Hey, my mama's in the house. What's up, Mercedes? Um, Mercedes is tuning in from the motherland, um, of Belize. So when she comes in, I'm gonna take some of her photos. I'm gonna share that out with you, so that you can see the kind of fun that she's been having. She's been partying it up for the better part of a week and a half now. So shout out to her out over there. But Mama, I just literally finished with that situation. I was actually on the phone with her when I told her, "Oh, I gotta dip. I gotta keep my eye on somebody in the lobby." And 1 hour later, still dealing with the nonsense. So, well, what you gonna do? So today, Mama, bacon bits, bacon bits. It's always the saddest part, man, is when the pizza's done and that's a wrap. But here, you know what? If you're just joining in, I'll run another one for y'all. Let me see if I can bring them up. Let me see. I'll bring it up again so that y'all could see it. And I'm curious because I've never done this before. Can you guys hi friend, I just hung up on Henry. Come here. Yay! um are you guys able to hear me talk while the audio is playing? Again, I've never done this before. I tried to do it earlier and I basically had to restart my entire computer um for this to work. Um so I'm not sure if you guys could hear the audio um as well, but hopefully you guys can as well. But here, let's see if this will work.
Hello, sir. How are you doing?
Okay, fine. These guys are playing me.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys could hear me
They want
talking.
to cook me out.
They want to kick you out?
No.
Okay, what's your name first and foremost, sir?
Miguel?
Miguel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jose?
Miguel Jose?
Jose.
So
Disturbing.
Ian, so if you guys actually peep the okay, cool. As long as you guys could hear both.
No.
If you guys could peep the lady in the background, there's a lady that's legitimately in the background. She is dying. She legitimately was cracking up throughout the entire thing. And I don't know how much of her you will actually be able to see in there,
His
but
membership's been revoked, and he
His
needs
membership's
and he
revoked.
needs to he needs to leave now.
Okay. So they're asking you right now, your membership's been
Terrorist
revoked.
threat. They threatened.
That's
Yeah,
not
and then
a
I
threat,
became a
sir.
terrorist, giving terrorist threats as
No,
well.
that's
So-
not a threat. So listen, you're talking to me, right? So
Right.
let's have this conversation outside.
So he legit, and
They
then
don't
on top
want
of
you to
that,
be in this
so
center anymore.
there's the
That's something
notorious
you can do
thing,
for me.
you
We'll have
know,
the
like they
conversation
come in,
outside about Yosemite Park.
they come
Is
in,
that all right?
they
because I have your
we help them out.
time.
We are a social
Okay.
services
Okay.
place. So when people come in, yeah, what's up, Gain Life? How are you? Welcome to my past hour of my workday was dealing with a situation. But again, let me go ahead and stop that share. So we provide social services like help. So if people come in, say they're hungry, we have a pantry that we will provide food for people that come in, you know. Now the issue with doing that is depending, we ask them like, are you accessible to microwave, to hot water, to stuff like that. And we typically will give them a cup of noodles. I not in real time. I actually not it on YouTube. I've been actually using this. I wanted to use the YouTube studio on the actual computer itself to see what's up. So it's actually pretty cool because now I could actually do real life commentating on different things that pop up. So I tried to play around with this a little bit later on and or earlier on, and it didn't work, but now it's working. But yeah, so the dude, we had given him a cup of noodles to take when he goes home, and then he wanted us to fill it up with hot water after he'd already cussed us out and done everything. And I told him I can't give you hot water. In the past, what has happened hasn't happened to me because I know that they know I'll stomp two in their ass. But if we give them hot water or hot coffee or anything, they typically when they don't get their way, they'll throw it back at you. It happened to the past security guard. They would give them a cup of coffee, they get pissed, and they would legitimately just throw it. And I ain't trying to have no hot water on me. I'm cool. So you know what? Again, just try to deal with the situation, so I don't have to deal with it. Oh, the YouTube Studio. Yeah, YouTube Studio does the screen share, and I actually noticed that when I did it for the first time, and by chance today, when I scheduled the stream today, I usually do it from my cell phone but I ended up doing it for the webcam. So I was like, you know what? Looks like I'm just gonna end up using my laptop to do today's stream. And then I saw a little share button, share screen. So I was like, oh, okay, Gucci, Gucci. Let's go ahead and give this one a try. So so pretty cool, pretty cool. So kind of played around with that too and kind of see what's up. So then even then the whole basis I guess of today was it was curious, you know, because I always try to kind of bring some type of something when we come into these live streams. Vacation is always loving it. Everyone needs to visit beautiful Belize. Perfect weather for if you are a heat person, then it's your perfect weather. I'm not necessarily keen on the heat, so I'm very reluctant because I don't like heat, not too much. But nonetheless, you know, Mama's having fun over there, and Henry's in the house. What's up? Mm. And DJ's giving Game turtle chips. Man, I'm getting jealous, man. I want some turtle chips my damn self. But again, I wanted to go ahead and just you know, top in, try something new. You know, like curious because it's always crazy when people are going to critique you, I guess, as an individual, and you're always curious to know what people are going to say, especially when you do, you know, these not gonna lies, NGLs, and then you did it as a three. So in case you guys want to go ahead and toss in your 3 cents, I guess, describing what you think of me, you could completely say he sucks, he's ugly, he's an asshole. Okay, cool, that's your prerogative, you know, you could go ahead and say that. But I went ahead and decided to give everyone those that option. And then I know even I just to kind of backtrack on our last stream, I know someone we did leave it bu- 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 we did I did leave the confessions open last time, and just to see if anybody else wanted to. EJ, my brother, how are you, man? Welcome on in, my guy. We're just about to do these confessions, man. um and then, well, not the confession, this is from last time with the confessions, but whether I read it or not, someone confessed that I smoked a little bit of weed and a cigarette and did karaoke in one day. That is a fun time, it sounds like. And then someone said they want us to get matching tats. I'm down. Let me know who that is. In between work meetings, I hear you. I'm actually just on my lunch now, dude. It's been an eventful morning. So again, if you want to see the events of earlier, check out the beginning of the live, and I did a little quick video of a screen share. But JJQ, I feel like everything is gonna be all right. My friend JJQ is in the house. How are you doing, JJQ? And this one of the confessions that happened in the past was I sold feet pics. That's so dope. People make a killing, man. I know people like it reminds me of have you guys ever seen Zoolander where the guy was a hand model? So he had his hand encased in glass and that was his bread and butter was like, oh, I remember this hand. It was on the 1990 Sears issue, blah blah blah. So hey, if you sell hey, listen, man, I'm not knocking the hustle, man. If you want to sell feet pics, by all means. So now we come down to the thing. So we'll scatter them out throughout the live. Um, and then I'm curious. So, oh, here's another confession. I pretended to have COVID to get out of plans with you. Ouch. Ouch. Well, you know what, man? You know what? If that kind of shows what kind of friendship we have, if we have a friendship at all. Hey, what's up, Sanchez? Long time no see, my brother. Hope all is well with you, my guy. So that kind of just kind of shows what kind of friendship we have. So if you pretended to have COVID to get out of plans with me, then it kind of just shows what kind of friends we are. Because if you's a real one ride or die with me, you could always say, and I say it all the time, I'll be the first one. If you ask me to go somewhere and I say, I'm gonna tell you, hey, I'm tired, I can't do it. Two, I'm busy, or three, money is funny and I just can't afford it. I'm gonna be straight up with you. I'm gonna honestly just I'll be straight up with you. So if you feel the need to have to lie to me to say you had something, then you suck and we're probably not that close to begin with. So I'm kind of happy, and I really do hope you get COVID. So I'm not scared of bacon. I say no all the time. You know what? She do. She absolutely does. If Isabel ain't feeling, she say, "Nah, I can't do this," or we fight, or we do this, and that's fine. That's fine. That to me is a straight up friendship, and I am so happy when my friends say, "Oh, I just can't do it. I got A, B, and C." All right, cool, solid. All right. Another confession. I snuck out of my house. Damn. Like that, huh? All right. Well then, that's cool. I hope you went somewhere well. If you were if you had to sneak out of your house, I hope it was somewhere fresh. I'm not sharing my cookies. Yes, you are. Because Gain said, hey, give me fruit back, and you tried to grab the key. All right. Well, Gain does a really good job of sharing too. So if I if someone tried to steal it, then someone tried to steal it, and it is what it is, and it do what it do. All right, let's see here. So now I am at the describe me in 3 words. So again, if this is something you want to jump in on, it really is on the NGL link that's on both of the Bacon Fan for Life and for Park and Sip account. So if you guys want to drop something, it's actually on those. So I'm not gonna know who it is. I honestly can't. And even if you say who sent this, it says you have to pay. And Lord knows my big ass ain't gonna pay for nothing. So, yeah, I ain't gonna do that. And what's up, Angel? Angel's in the house. What's good, my guy? My brother, my brother. I see Angel starting to do the Toxa Loteria again, man. So that may be coming back pretty quick, So the first describe me in 3 words is secret Lakers fan. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Not a Lakers fan, my friends. Not a Lakers fan. Clippers fan. Now, once LeBron decides to leave LA and go back to wherever he came from, then maybe. But until right now, nah. All right, let's see here. All right. Describe Bacon in 3 words. Sassy, queen, bully. Queen, huh? I have some queen-like tendencies from time to time, so I guess is what it is. And bully, time to time, it's not unheard of. But see, now this is a cool one. Actually, that one was pretty funny. That actually had me dying. Describe me in 3 words: lit, cool, and fun. I'll take that. I'll take that all day. So I appreciate that. Whoever it is you are. So it's cool because I don't know if you guys have ever done those. Typically they do them like when you go on the retreat type of settings. They do those are they called affirmations where literally you sit in a corner. You sit in a corner and then mods you guys can let whatever it does just go. I'm actually enjoying reading them too. So um arrives in the Dodge Durango parks it. Man, you got a Durango? Those Durangos that are black out. Have you seen those? The Durangos that are straight black with black rims, black windows, black car, black interior. Solid. Love those Durangos. I drive a Camry. It still uses a key. Nothing special about mine. So just got back from Vegas. We spent 3 days in Vegas. That's dope. What you do in Vegas, CJ? Man, you vlogging that? I hope you vlogged it. Always a good time when you do the vlogs, man. So those affirmations is crazy because it's like you tell something like I guess it's for better or for worse, you know, like you go, you sit around a circle and you literally tell people something about them. So if it's like six of you, so if it was all of us, I'd be like, all right, we're all sitting in the corner and it's like my turn to talk. And be like, all right, Maria, um, I love the fact that you love candy corn and that's what makes us close friends. And then Angel, I love the fact that you have a beard and I can't really grow one, and I think that makes you an amazing person. And then EJ, man, I love the family. I love your vlogs. You're a great person. And you go on, and then Isabel, you take Henry's credit for making cookies, but I still love you for it. So ultimately, like you go around and you tell everybody, and then once you're done, then someone does the same, someone does the same. But it's always kind of crazy because I've done it with people that don't really know who you are, you know, and once they talk, it's kind of cringe sometimes because it's like they don't really know who I am. So, but they're like, oh, you're a pretty cool person, and that's fresh. Yeah, so that's cool. Like, you know, but it's crazy. But this was actually, I thought was a pretty cool idea because, like I said, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. And I said that many times, you know. And you know what? I think ultimately those that come around is because they know who I am and it is what it is. Angel promoting onions. Yep, exactly. I think deep down, I know Angel says that he does concrete stuff, but I think he's an onion farmer. That's honestly what I think he is because that dude loves the onions. So yeah, I think he's getting paid by the Onion Corporation. What's up, Angel? Yeah, you know, just listen around, bro. You know, we're saying nothing but the greatest things to you about you. So it's cool. You know what? Like I said, if I'm not your flavor of the week, I'm not mad at it. You know, because there's many people out there too that, you know what? I'm just not that joint. They ain't trying to smoke me, so it's fine. It is. All right, let's check out another one. Let's check out. Funny, awesome, and big heart. Oh man, see, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, and it's crazy. It's crazy because there's not a lot of times that some people like have a hard time expressing their feeling, you know, and they don't really say what they want to say, you know, and sometimes it comes out. You're quite a pro, so I've heard. And we finally got a gondola ride at the Venetian. Did you, man? Every time, EJ, every time we go to Vegas, we see that ride, and we're like, "This is the year. We're gonna do it. We're gonna go on the gondola. We're gonna ride it around." And then exactly what Isabel said. Then we look at the price and we're like, I'm just gonna take that money and put it on blackout roulette. And then I end up losing anyway. I might as well have just spent it on the damn ride and at least got something out of the bet. So, you know, so again, yeah, if there's anything anybody ever wanted to say, now's your time. I probably will do this again in like 6 months. We'll see. Funny, cool, real. Thank you, man. Real recognizes real, man. So, you know, I do appreciate. I vlogged a ride. That's so dope, man. Yes or more now. Ooh, Coke makes me burp. I'm sorry. Let's see. Amazing, cool as fuck, and chill. Love you for that one. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm surprised. You know what? Part of me wants to say that when Jose, you guys know him, my boy Beans, if he ever gets a wind of this, I could only imagine the stuff he's gonna say. This is gonna be Definitely gonna be a fun one for sure. But that's it's just a trip to me. Like, I mean, you really try to think about it. I think when I was younger too, I really had a hard I'm not even gonna say it that I had a hard time expressing my feelings, you know? I know beans. We all know beans, right? A ticket is for one ride or for two rides, riders to see, okay, see, so that don't look as bad. Because I could have swore that thing was like 45 bucks a pop or something along those times, and we do it times three, and it becomes pricey after a while, but that's actually not that bad. Oh, it's not a part of the Adventure Dome. All day wristband does not allow to spend. Oh, located outside. Oh, it does not allow. Is this SpongeBob ride? Is it one of those like the Simpsons one where it's just literally like a screen and then you move around? Simulation, motion simulator. That's cool because I know SpongeBob. They had a ride like that. It was at Six Flags, Six Flags New Orleans before it went kaboosh with the storm. So that's cool, man. Like you know what, but the Venetian ride, yeah, I definitely want to check that one out one day. One day. Um, Funny, caring, and short. Well, touche on the short part, you know. Oh, see, that's what it was. See, the Venetian gondola ride is 39 per person. So to me, that actually, and I don't think it's too long of a ride, right? I think it just takes a sweet time, I think, around, but because I remember, yeah, we have to do that by 4 because Kaylin sprouted up, and then we're like, oh snap. So now that's 40, 80, 120. Yeah, it adds up, man. It adds up. And that's the thing too. And that's why I say I always keep it 100. If people are like, oh, hey, we're gonna do this, are you down? I'll tell you, money is funny. Because very rarely, well, I don't want to say very rarely, because it's gonna sound like we can't live without our child, which we can't, because once you're a parent, your kid is kind of stuck with you at that point. So we do things on our own, but when it's cool, adventurous things too, we want to include Squish. We want to because ultimately Squish is going to be in high school, like sooner than later, you know. And then when she meets her little high school friend, chances are, she's an athlete, she's an artist. She'll probably want to go do things with cool people and not worry about mom and dad, which means our life will kind of start over again, minus the kid. So we're trying to kind of savor all of that, like while we still can, because ultimately, those days don't really last forever. Amazing dad, husband, friend, at least husband, friend. Yep. Oh, that's man. Thank you, man. I love it, man. Thank you, brother. In 2017 we stayed at Venetian. It was 200. Yeah, Venetian has got pricey, man, but it's definitely one of those places that we want to stay at. And then as far as short, I'm short. I can't even front about that. I can't front about it because I'm only like about 5'4" and a half ish, 5 ish, somewhere along those lines. But let me see which one are. So it's actually, since I'm here, I was like, you know what? Let me toss in some flavor since I'm here. Um, y'all want to talk about short? Y'all got to check out Itty Bitty Squish. Here we go. How was that, baby? Was it fun? That was like the first time that we went on. I think when we went on the little coaster thingy at over there, like it was cool. That was like the first time. 5 foot gang in the house. Yeah, she's I don't know. Well, Gang is probably still at work. She probably just popped in on her lunch. I'm sure she'll check back in at a certain point. None to fear. We will send out. And the doctor's in the house. What up, doctor? Doctor? What is good, my brother? Um, yeah, see, it's a trip. That's when I always used to laugh. I was be like, man, 3 nights Excalibur, we paid. Yeah. See, Excalibur is always one of my favorite places to stay. I've stayed there more times. I've actually stayed in that whole block, real talk. Um, we would stay there. We used to stay at the Monte Carlo, and pretty much those would be the only two places that we would stay. And even now, the Monte Carlo is now Park MGM, so I want to stay there, man, because the food's over there was just amazing, man. So I am so set to go back over there again. So the doctor's in the house, and Gio and Grace, hey, bacon baby, Ariel has eaten, so we've been still watching, dude. Baby Ariel, grub, 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 grub. Enjoy your grub. I had a little ghetto pizza, so I'm sure yo grub Baby Ariel is a lot better than what I had. I had frozen pizza, but I love frozen pizza. But I know the Tropicana. So we were we were in Vegas. I was in Vegas with a friend. I don't talk to that dipshit anymore, but um we were in Vegas and we would go for the summer league games. And I think we spoke about that a lot. And it just so happened my cousin and I didn't really talk too much around this time. But you take, and I'm a very firm believer that sometimes things just happen for a reason. Me and her were not on the best of talking terms, but we did run into each other when we were in Vegas. Now, like who does that? Like who honestly does that? Where like it's just the world tells you, you guys just need to hang out for a little bit. I was sitting at the bar um at the Monte Carlo, and it was during the NBA Summer League games. So it was about in the early evening. We had been there. I think we stayed there for about 5 or 6 days. We were out in Vegas, staying at the Monte Carlo. So I would go back to the same bar, and then it's the same people that work there throughout the day. And I sat there at the bar. So on this one day, my cousin came walking by, and she goes, "Oh my God, that's my cousin." And I was like, and then I was like, "Hey, what you doing here?" "Hey, Hortensio, what's up, my friend? DJ, what you? Uh, DJ Hortensio's in the house. What up? What up? What up? Um, crazy, adorable, loving in your own way. I'm loving. I just, I do, little way of doing things too. But so we sat there, and the what was dope was that we would be at that bar so much. The um the lady at the bar, the bartender, come on, spit it out. She actually just gave me the remote control, so I legit was just sitting at the bar with my drink, just like basically couch surfing, just watching, just watching, just watching. And I was like, dude, this is dope. So I ran to my cousin. So then we started roaming around. Well, I had no idea. We were still had about 2 more days left in Vegas, and I had run out of cash. And at this point, I didn't really have too much money. I honestly want to say I probably had about $100 for 2 days. And that's to eat and that's to do a bunch of different things. 2 full days left before we made the trek back. And my homie was like, "Oh, if you need cash, I'll spot you cash till we get back." And I was like, "Yeah, I ain't trying to, borrow money from anybody." So we went and we walked over to the Tropicana. And at the Tropicana, I ended up dropping what I think was probably my last $60 or so on some game that I don't remember because I was drunk. And I ended up walking away with on what I think was probably about close to probably about $1,000 from the Tropicana. And that honestly was probably when uh that was probably the best experience I could have ever had, was just living off of a dream. And I think that's always been the dream. And that's been my coin phrase, that when you go to Vegas back in the days, all you need is $20 in a dream. And there it is. You could live life in Vegas. When Amy turned 21 in Vegas, same thing. We went with, I think, maybe $175 after we spent money for the hotel. Because again, we didn't have the jobs we had now. Um, and ultimately, we were just like, you know what? Let's just go. We're gonna go with our hopes and dreams. Amy had just turned 21. I turned 21 a year before, and my boy Frankie said, "Hey, I'm gonna take her to go play some games. Here's $20 each. Y'all go do something. Y'all go ahead and have fun. This. Dude, Amy ended up coming up with like 2 G's playing blackjack, or not blackjack, roulette that night. So beginner's luck. So I don't know how much it is like that now, because you can't really get free drinks like you used to get free drinks like in old Vegas. So that doesn't work that way anymore. But at least as far as gambling, it just seems like the Vegas odds are stacked. To me, the odds were always better when they had just the regular screen showing what number hit off of roulette. But now they give you probabilities, they give you all of this, and ever since that, I just can't win off of roulette anymore. Did you hear you can stand around? You can't wait. Oh, on the bridge, right? Yeah, they don't want people standing on that bridge anymore. You know how many pictures we've taken on those stupid bridges? Yeah, you can in Vegas. So the key when back in Vegas, yeah, I think that's about the stupidest thing. I'll miss Vegas, but Chula is over. He doesn't, and I'm kind of the same way. We did Vegas, D. In all honesty, when we went in April last year, we did the touristy thing. We went to like It's Sugar. The live stream. I think we did a live stream from It's Sugar. Is it It's Sugar? Sugar something, some sugar thing where they had a sugar bar, and we got drinks up there, and then we walked down the strips, and then we ate, and then we tried different things. But as far as gambling and everything, I'm kind of with Chilo, man. I'm over it. It's not as fun and entertaining to me, at least not anymore. And that's because I spent a lot of fun times over there, you know. But I think yeah, the ticket is bullshit. I don't like that. So Hortensia, so back in the days, that was the thing. Anytime you sat at a Vegas bar over there, I'm sure if you've been, you know, you literally could just put in a $50 bill, $50 bill in that boy, and literally just sit there and drink and drink and drink. And as soon as your drink's going low, you could put max one bet, play a hand or play whatever you're playing at the video poker, and then the bartender looks over, make sure you have money in the thing, and they didn't care. They'd be like, okay, here you go, here's a drink. And you would do that on and on and on, and you'd be drunk, and you press cash out, and you're like, you know what, you're good, you're hammered, and you still walk away with like 40 bucks. So after you tip and everything, 35 bucks, so 15 bucks got you drinks out there. Even when you would go over to the like if you would be playing the actual machine itself, um you would go, you sit there, they'd come by, they'd come with your drinks. But now those drinks, they're comped, but they're very far and few. They're not like it was before. I've been over Vegas since I was younger, and for some reason I can't stand the smell of hotels. I always got, because those hotels had like just the smoke. No matter how you packed your clothes, it just smelled like smoke throughout everything. But we stayed at the what the hell? Vidara. I think Vidara. I think that's where we stayed. Damn, Amy's actually working and can't fact check me. I think it was called a Vidara. We went last time, and it was a smoke free hotel, and it was a beautiful hotel, beautiful, 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 beautiful hotel, and it smelled amazing. Like Amy couldn't stop talking about. It's actually one of those hotels that when we came back, our clothes actually smelled better than when we went. That's how good it smelled in there. So it was dope. So doctor, I would pay to visit. I would pay to visit. If you've never been, I think it's worth at least taking a visit at least one time. Especially because there's stuff. I think there's Vegas has done so much things outside the strip itself. You don't necessarily need to be on the strip, you know? But yeah, definitely give Vegas another trip over here. Um, let's see here. All right, let's see what else we got over here. Another confession. Could definitely use more than three words, but here. Hilarious, loyal, and selfless. You are the bee's knees. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. If you're in here, thank you so much. Hopefully I'll go visit one day. You know what? Yeah, it's definitely worth the visit one time. And then you could do the gambling route. I'm not much of a gambler. Never have been, probably never will be. You can I go with maybe 100 bucks cash, and but then again, doctor, the way your luck is, you may want to go the gambling route, man. If you guys don't know the doctor, man, the doctor plays these scratchers, puts $5 and wins like 1,000. That dude is a G, man. Yeah, not a gambler. Ta! So humble, funny, bacon. You know, I try to be as humble as I can. You know, it's sometimes it's it is could be tough, but I try to keep it down. Had to get Val from school early on Tuesdays. Do you? Oh, she gets out early. Squish gets out early on Fridays. Um, yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm not a gambler or a drinker. Never cared to really drink. You know what? I've been drinking. If you guys know, I've been sober for Lent, the Catholic season of Lent. And I, you know what? In honesty, have not missed it. I feel good. I feel great. But I'd be watching those shows sometimes, and they pour the ice cold beer, man, like from the tap, and you just see it all frosty and oh, man, it looks so good, So I can't wait till Easter. I'm gonna pour me a cold one, a frosty, and that's a wrap. So now again, here it is. Describe me in 3 words: crunchy, toasty, and salty. Just like real bacon, I can be. Your mouth waters. It does. And you know what, D? You know what I actually have in my fridge waiting for me is those what you got me for my birthday. I want that ice cold. I'm gonna put them in the freezer before I drink them, and I'm gonna enjoy them. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. I think what is it? Wicked Orchard, I think is what it's called. But yeah, my mouth waters, and oh, I can't wait. Mm. That happened to me when I was pregnant. I know it did for Amy too. For Amy, Amy was like, "Oh, I just want a cold one. I just want some sushi. I just want this." Um, yeah. And then now here it goes. Describe me in 3 words: mean, mean, and mean. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll take that. Sassy, Swifty, Joda expert. Yeah, I'll take the Swifty, man. Man, yeah, I'll take it. I can have a little bit of sass with me too. A little bit of sass. Yo, those, yeah, I still see and I see. So I have a whole lineup, Henry, of drinks. The gin and juice. So the Jimbo, shout out to Jimbo. Jimbo brought over gin and juice from Dr. Dre's line of drink, or is it Snoop's? One of them. Maybe it's both of them. Who knows? But they have a gin and juice. I don't know. Have you guys had that? But I saw everyone had a smile on their face when they were drinking it on Saturday, and I want to have that same damn smile on my damn face too. So I just gotta wait till after a couple more weeks. I'm almost there. Almost there. Almost there. And actually, my first drink, isn't even gonna be in California. So stay tuned for that to see where my first drink, and I'll record that first. Oh man, we were doing so good today
I
too.
know it was a little bit of a quietness for you, but back to work again.
Well, okay, I guess that makes sense. Well, yeah, that gin and juice. I tried the apricot. Yeah, where they? Oh man, that's what I was gonna ask. Hortensia, do you guys have that up north? The gin and juice drink. Oh my goodness, so bomb. Like at least it's, but I don't know if it's bomb. I'm gonna put that disclaimer right there. It looked bomb. Let me say that. Best cook, stale cookies, awesome. The stale cookies, man. I'm about to start. I'm about to start. Yeah, like let me see if they. Let me see if I could actually find this. The gin and juice drink. Here it is. Yes, I am 21. Here, let me put this up for you. There we go. Boom. So it's, to be honest, like as, oh, so it is by Dre and Snoop. So yeah, see if you could find that around. Um, because I've never seen everybody look. They're actually out of stock at Rancho, but that's down here. So Jimbo probably went to his the place that he typically goes to, and gets them. But honestly, I've never seen everyone universally have a drink and say this was good. And even Amy had it, and Amy's usually more of a stickler for different type of things. And let me see. I know there's other flavors too. Let's see. I don't know. Did that still pop up? There we go. So that a melon one too. So I don't know. Maybe look around for it, man. I'm excited. I think and I hope I still have one in the fridge waiting for me. But if not, I am not. The only other thing too. I don't know if you guys have had this. Uh, if you guys have had this one, this actually. Let me type it in. If this one has actually been my favorite one. Let's see. Is it still? So I don't know if you guys have had that one. Um, oh, the passion fruit one. I could taste that one. But the Sunny D vodka seltzers, that have been my ooh, like I can't get enough of it. And it's is it like a drink that I think will get you drunk? I don't think so. But if you're a fan of mimosas, that is definitely one of them that you need. And then while I'm still on here, and I just brought up another three words, needs candy corn intervention. I have a feeling I think I know who that one came from. But yeah, so if you guys have not had this joint, that's a good one. That is definitely a good one for you guys to give a try too. But yeah, I'm super geeked for that. And I'm even more so for my first pour when I get back in. But you know what's actually funny is that with doing this, I guess you could make it a little bit more interactive so you're not just watching my dumb face talking. Um and again, thank you guys all for the confessions. Again, I'll leave it, it's still open, so if you guys are interested in sending anything else, feel free. um Gonna sit down and have lunch with the boys. Have an awesome, thank you so much for being in here, D. Give the whole family our love and hope to see you guys very soon. And Manny is in the house. What's up, Manny? How are you? How goes it, my brother? um so it's from the archives once again. um I laughed because I didn't even know I had this one on my phone. And will do same to Squish and Amy, absolutely will. um it's it's funny because it's like, you ever think back, like if you think about how you are now, think about how you are now, how much of that has always stayed with you? Like, have you always been that person? Did you evolve into that person? I've always been me. At least I think so. I've always been a foodie. I've always loved to eat. I've always liked the same thing. They actually, I had a picture, and actually, I wonder if I could find it. But at the same restaurant, I always not complain about. I always rant and rave about where we. Oh, thank you so much, Manny. She was super excited. I'll touch on Squish in a little bit as far as what she did this weekend, and I couldn't be prouder of the little booger, to be honest with you. Very proud of my little booger. Um, but it's you think about just where, man, and like it's kind of cool to see Squish kind of follow into my footsteps. I did student council. I love doing student council when I was in elementary school. Didn't do it in high school. Not quite sure why. But I think high school, I just kind of tried to reinvent myself and just do whatever I needed to do to just, have fun in high school. So it was actually kind of cool to just see Squish doing student council, finding her own voice, finding her own things. But then I always tell her, our student council, I mean, if I evolve, I'll be a Pokemon. Solid. I am so down to be a Pokemon too. I want to be someone cool too, like Psyduck, who just roams around aimlessly, or Squirtle the turtle, man. My two homies right there. Or Togepi, man. Just a little egg to cry. So I'm all good. Hey, Val, how are you, my friend? Hope you had a good day at school. Do your homework and tell mommy to make you some more cookies. But I always tell her, you know what? When we did student council stuff back in the days, our student council stuff used to be fresh. We used to do a lot of cool things. Um, I'm surprised that you came on, Manny. Manny always comes out and hangs out. He always comes in, hangs out. Manny's the man. Um, but it was actually pretty. I when I tell her, listen, we did so much stuff as student council. We had control of the school, but it was different time. Teachers trusted us more because we could be trusted more. A lot of the sad thing is with today's generation, especially those who work in school, is that the kids, it's either for the TikTok, it's for this, as opposed to just doing stuff. That's why they get caught doing stupid shit all the time. But we would have teachers versus eighth grade events where we would have different things, whether we played basketball, whether we played volleyball. We did like a carnival type of deal. And I actually found this gem, so I'm gonna go ahead and share it with y'all because my peoples, you're here, and I don't want to keep anything from y'all. But the quality is kind of shit. But check this boy out. So in this, I am sitting there eating pie. It's a straight pie eating contest, and I don't know how much of it actually recorded or how much I actually put on here, but yeah, man. So talk about how long have I been a foodie? It's been about that long. So pie eating contest was just right up there. I was about what a good maybe buck 05, maybe 105 pounds. There, super skinny. So all that pie finally caught up to me. Ain't no use of fronting and all of that. But so mm, grow my hair back. I can. I haven't gotten a cut in a hot minute. So at this point, I don't even really know what to do with my hair. So I don't know. Maybe I take some onions and put it on my hair, and just go ham with that, you know. But it's a trip because there was other stuff too, and actually, I don't even know if I have it on this laptop, because I did transfer a bunch of stuff on here, from way back when, um, and you know what, it's let's see, these are straight old school. Man, this is crazy. Like it just you ever just look back at pictures and legit just be like, man, I remember when we did this, and I remember when I used to do this. Me and Gain Life doesn't need a trim. Um, you guys need a haircut too? Well, let's all go. Let's all meet up. Let's all go get a haircut together. Maybe we get like the family rate, you know? Um but finally just got home from work. Hey man, that's at least a quick work day, So yeah, there's like a bunch of different things too, man. Like I see that we had, if y'all want to see another one of Squish. So we've one of the places that we've always loved, and it's no secret to it, is we love Chicago. If you take a look over here and see and my poor child running around the streets of Chicago with no damn shoes on. And this is a trip we actually went without Amy. And ask me what my daughter was doing. I honestly can't even tell you. And as I'm watching it again, I mean, I guess she's always been a runner. And you know, needless to say, Amy probably wasn't too happy when she saw her running around concrete with no shoes on, and then saying, okay, kitty," but there was no cat. So I really don't know what the hell she was looking at. Okay, I confess. I saw Park and Sip live, so I left work to chill on there. You see? And how much happier is your day now because of that? You know? See, I bet you your day is just that much better, you know? But again, yeah, that's Squish for you, man. And then I don't know what else. It's kind of cool because actually we're seeing, like, as I'm watching these things, I'm just cracking up, man. Luckily, it's my day off, dude. I feel like I need a day off. In fact, I gotta put in my time request for my day off too. But I don't know, another squeak. And I'm sorry if I'm boring y'all with this, but it's just kind of cool that I can screen share and then the more and these things just laugh at you, man. I'm not even quite sure. Yeah, again, what is it that we do? Okay, I'll give her a trim instead. Okay, I mean, you could give me a trim too. I'll gladly welcome those trims. But it's just cool, man. It's just always cool. Angel, I know what you mean. I hung up on Izzo because I saw Bacon was live. That's, I mean, even if I wasn't live, I would hope you would just hang up on Isabel anyway. But yeah, so I mean, what are the things? I mean, it'd be cool. It'd be cool. I would honestly say recommend, if you guys have never done it, have someone describe you in 3 words. um it'd be cool, kind of be curious to see what people want to say about you. um and let me see what else we have here. Yeah, it's crazy. Like I have a bunch of stuff, and actually, if my I don't know if my mom is watching right now. If she is, so if it is, here, let me see if there's another a vintage one. Here, take you guys back to this one. As y'all can see, that's my uncle. My uncle's the one that's with the glasses and the gnarly comb over. Um, and yeah, this was when I was in Boy Scouts. I don't know exactly what the hell we were doing. And there's Papa Bacon right there with the Santa hat on. So sorry, Isabel, Bacon came first, But yeah, I don't know if there was any sound to this, but was the trip is that there's my homie Paul's in here too. So I don't even actually remember what this was some Christmas thing that we ended up doing over at for Boy Scouts. Oh, and look at that good looking fella right there, man. Super happy with life. Boy Scout to the end. I don't know what the hell we were singing. Is there even any audio on this? I don't think there's any audio. I wonder why. I'm curious to know what the hell I was singing. But like I clearly remember this too. This part I remember because I remember I got a bunch of books. That was cool. Those I could actually tell you. Let me see. Ba, ba, ba. Like those books that I ended up getting was super cool, man. Because I was a super smart kid back in the days, man. I like straight A's and shit, so it was cool. It was the high school that I started acting up, believe it or not. And then we even have look OG Raging Waters, and I may have shared this part already. Let me see. I don't know if we could actually, dude. I'm telling you, man. My pops aged hella well, man. Um, damn. If I play this, my cousin will fuck me up without a doubt. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I could see here. That might work. Um, let's check this one out. Windows. My Great Movie. Why the hell is it called My Great Movie? But damn, I had a mullet too, man. What the hell? Damn, 1991. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think my mom had actually just got this video camera too. There's my cousin too. That's the same one I met up in Vegas too. So, not quite sure what was going on there. I know this was, I think, Santa Monica too. I don't know, man. It's a lot of home movies, man. Yeah, so I could always remember, man, the OG videos, man, always used to sound like um, you could always remember when you started off these cameras, man, because these cameras legit legit had those sounds to it, like the ocean was caving in on them. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. And I have them. The thing is, I have these ones too. Hometown was Covina and West Covina, so near San Dimas, but never did. So it was cool because I remember going to Raging Waters, and I would be in Raging Waters like a whole lot. And then it at certain point, I don't know if you guys remember if you're from the SoCal area, Raging Waters got so inundated with gangs that we just stopped going because people ended up, I think people ended up getting stabbed. The riffraff was there, and it was just a bunch of shit going on over there too. So we didn't necessarily hang around there much. And I haven't been, oof, in all honesty, I don't think that, yeah, fights and everything. And I don't think Squish has ever been to Raging Waters, to be honest with you. She's been to Soak City. Um, but I honestly don't think that she's been at Raging Waters, to be honest with you. Um, sorry, my lips is chapped. So I, yeah, I mean, but it was fun. It was definitely fun to be at. And the thing is, I have a bunch of these videos that I have to get another capture card to put them on the computer, but I have them all, like the high eight, the what's the other film, but it's from Universal. Like, I honestly have, I think every time D and I used to go to Universal, we took a camera with us. We recorded the special OG special effects. I know we have that for a fact. I know we have a full POV of Back to the Future. That's like, I remember. And in the studio tour as well. Like, we had all of that stuff, man. And like, I gotta get those transferred, man. And I think for some of them were a little bit more cringy, and I'm like, oof, I don't want to show that. So I'll probably drop those for the members because y'all, I mean, if you vibing with me as a member, I might as well humble myself down so that you guys could see some of that. Um, and check that out, but ultimately it's let me see, what is this one? Oh, that's my cousin's birthday. But yeah, so some of these things, man, I'm telling you, were just super, like, I watch it, I look back. I don't. Do you guys do that too? Is that just a me thing? Like I look back at all my old pictures, and whichever ones I end up having, like I just want to make sure, like I ended up uh, I just watch them from time to time, and I reminisce, because times change, and through the photos you could actually tell. Like you could take it back, like when you're watching them, you could be like, "Hey, I remember exactly what I was doing here. I could exactly remember what I was doing here." I know we talked about the story one time that, and again, if I did talk about this and I showed this already, I do apologize. Your boy tends to forget shit. But we just went to JCPenney to go shopping one time. And as I was paying for my stuff, my boy D, my cousin D and John were waiting just behind the line. And just because they were standing there, people formed a line behind them and were pissed to find out they weren't even in the damn line. So here, let's take a look. So here's that picture. D was hella skinny. As you could tell, me and my boy have been rocking our hatchet chain since the very beginning, man. And John is still one of my brothers, man. That's the dude. If you guys ever need anything, that's John. John. He's the one responsible for all our park and sip merch, all of our stuff. So he's the guy who makes it happen. So again, if you guys ever need contact, I mean, he will hook you guys up. But that line where it says line forms here, that's actually where I was at. Damn, LL Cool J, is that you? So that line is actually where I'm standing. That's where the line should be. But they caused this huge line to back up behind them, and that's why they're pointing at the sign. So again, I laugh. I laugh at these things because I mean, honestly, this was, and if you could tell the quality of that phone, that's a phone quality. That it was just shit. It was a flip phone quality photo, and we ended up just using it, and it's just for everything. That was the actual throwback to when we ended up starting to do it. And that's why I said, had we started into this game, the promotion game from way back when, like it would be one of those things that, man, we would have had footage for days. Who knows where we would have been. um Here, I could actually show you. Y'all want to hear a story? I'll tell y'all a story if y'all want. If y'all hanging out with me, let's tell you guys a story. So I'm gonna bring up another picture here because this, so y'all don't think I'm just making shit up. I mean, I could be making shit up. How do you know I'm saying? So we had a backyard barbecue. And again, things haven't changed much, and it goes into, I think all of my friends, we could pretty much attest. You could see D right there, and you guys see some dude holding a gun. Well, it turns out that gun was a BB gun. We ended up getting these BB guns pretty cheap because the homie on the left, the one that's actually pointing at my ear, he worked at Walmart. And he knew a homie who knew a homie who knew some homies, that stuff fell off the truck with the homies, and we would have barbecues, and we were actually, my friend that this picture was taken at the house, she had a big backyard, and she had a hill that she used to, that was right there, so we would shoot at like stuff that was down with BB guns. So we had a party. This was a barbecue kickback, and the dude that's actually right, oh, sound is kind of choppy, I'm sorry, hope not. Here, let me stop that share. Is the sound a little bit better? I hope. Maybe kind of, sort of. Hopefully it's better. But homie showed up. We had this party, and we had no idea that, because the gun looked kind of real, but the bottom part of it had like the CO2 tank, so it was a long nozzle thing that you would have to do. Um, okay. Am I good? Am I all right? Am I back yet? Let me know if it's refresh. Yeah, refresh. Oh, snaps. Okay. Let me see what we could do here. I don't know what I could do here. Still bad. Okay. I'm on. I don't want to switch networks. Let me know if it's gotten bad. Is it better? Sort of, kind of. Okay. Yeah, if you guys leave, I apologize. I don't know what it's doing. It has a mind of its own sometime. It's good for me. Okay, as long as it's good. I don't know. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's good. All right, we're all good. So we had it. Okay, we're all good. All right, sweet. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. I don't know. Sometimes it's our network. Um Real talk, I was about to unplug my computer from work and just go use the Ethernet cable from work. um, but either way, so we had this party, we had a kickback, and these dudes showed up and they ran. Like everybody ran, and we were wondering why did everyone run from this party? Everyone dipped, like everyone ran, and we're like, what the hell? And then some dude went to our friend Kat and was like, hey, I just, letting you know we got a dip. And she's like, why is everyone running? And he said, because people are packing heat. And I'm like, what do you mean they're packing heat? They're like, that guy over there's got a gun. Well, it was a BB gun. So, it ended up just scaring people from this BB gun. So again, I watched some of these things and I started laughing because, those are funny. It was funny back in the days, because for us, I don't know, it was just funny. Here's a confession from me. I got kicked out of all high schools because not because I did something, but because my math was horrible. Then I went to high school and I got my diploma, then my AA. But I can't even talk. I can't even talk smack about that, Jen. Honestly, I suck at math. I honestly, legitimately suck at math. And I honestly, it's a trip because I wanted to go back to school. And now here's now another confession that I could confess to you guys. All right. So in all honesty, I ended up taking statistics because the counselor overrode my prerequisites and I could go straight into statistics. I'm shocked I even got a B in stats, in all honesty. So I thought this fulfilled my math requirement. So it did fulfill it for my AA. But now when I'm going to transfer over now to start working on my BA, they said I still have to take elementary algebra or college algebra despite me getting a B in stats. And that's my confession. In all honesty, I am just like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good for right now. I don't need to take math. Not like that because I don't want to because I'm scared. So yeah. So I'm with you. It's sometimes math is just not everyone's real cup of tea. Um yeah. But math is the worst, dude. And very few times it's like oh, you're going to need that. Oh, you're going to need that and then I don't know, man. Some of the math that they ended up teaching is just, I don't know. Like algebra, basic algebra, yes, that I could say you will need to know. Like certain things do help you. Do things here and there, but sometimes some of the like I'm yet to use the quadratic formula for anything in my life ever. Like what the hell am I going to need the quadratic formula for? You know, I'm not gonna need that at all. And then let's see here. And then yeah, so I'll end up what the heck is that math? Yeah, like I don't honestly I don't know. I honestly don't know what it's for. I don't know what it's gonna need, why people need it. And I'm sure if I was an engineer of some sort and I would do something, then I would go ahead and maybe apply it and maybe be happy with it. But until then, dear friends, I don't know when I'm gonna need that. But oh snaps! I didn't even know I had. Not the major you can use yeah. See nowadays they just have the damn calculators, man. So you could go ahead and do that. Let me see here. Actually, I found a couple gems here. So I always talk about where we got married and stuff too. So look, see now looking even through, I didn't even know I had these on my computer. So this is the ship that we got married on. So there was actually another level down a little bit that we had that was our dressing room areas, but this was pretty much the party area right here. On the top area was the party. Um so it was cool. It was cool, man. And in all honesty, we want to run that back again for our 20th year anniversary that'll be coming up in 6 years. And then let's see. Do we have one of me and there goes one of me and Amy. Oh, we were so cute. We were so young. I was gonna be 14 years ago. Oh, see that? So it was cool. You need to tell the teachers, yeah, there's calculators. I work in engineering firm. We all have calculators. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. Like, what's the point of having calculators? You know, like, yes, I understand. You got to learn some of the basics of doing this and doing that. But ultimately, you're gonna need gonna need you're gonna have the calculators, all the phones. And the thing that a lot of people don't even know is that even with your iPhone calendar, like, or your what do you call it, your calculator for this, like, if you flip that boy over, you got so many different options that you got here. You kidding me? You about to do some adult mathing shit on this damn calculator. And I mean, some of the stuff that they had, like the sin, the cosine, and the tan, some of that stuff that were, I think, applicable for was applicable for stats. So yeah, see, I'm telling you. See, and people say you don't learn stuff here on the Park and Sip Network. But you do, you know. So yeah, that's the thing, man. Math is just one of those things. They need to teach kids how to say that. And we've how many times, like, one of the things that I know, back in the days, they used to have home economics. Y'all remember that? I didn't have that actually in high school, but I always heard about it. What's up? I like puppies. How are you? Good to see you. So the home ec I heard was they were, teach you, basic stuff, how to do basic cooking, basic house stuff, basic things, basic that. um and money, I think, is one of those things that, investments, how to save, how to do stuff. We break it down for Squish many ways, like, what, um uh it costs me such and such amount if you need this, such and such amount if you do this. It takes me about 6 work hours to do make this purchase. You want this, you want. So basic life skills, I think, is something that schools need to do, especially nowadays. If y'all need some help with math, hit a bacon. Hell no, you about to fail if you hit me up for math. That's on the real tip. um but it's just a trip. Like, it's so mind-blowing. And I think we just actually, um who was I speaking to? I think that, in all honesty, in the way of the world right now, we don't know how much longer the college degree is actually going to be needed. You know, the schools that are actually thriving for the most part are like those vocational schools, electricians, stuff like that. That's real world application type for deals. Um, because, I mean, I know many people that get their degree, but they spend so much time working hard for their degree, they're studying, they're grinding, that they could only focus on one thing. Like, they could only focus on one thing, they could only do this, they could only do this. And then once they finally get the degree, they can't even get the damn job because they have no experience. And damn, that's like one hell of a way to now have this major ass loan, unless your parents are balling and they're going to pay for you, to now have a degree in what you do, but then you have to work at Burger King. Well, actually, that's not even bad anymore. They at least in Pasadena, they make it $20 an hour right now just to fuck up my order. So that's just crazy. Hey, what's up, Sergio? How you doing, man? Trade schools are coming up now. You're absolutely right, man. The trade schools, because it's hands-on stuff, man. I don't care how much AI is going to go into the world. You could get a chat, what is it, GPT, to type up your stuff. You could get your AI stuff to kind of edit your stuff for you. But I'm sorry, there is no damn AI that's going to fix a damn pipe. There's going to be doing all right, doing the work thing. I hear you, me too, believe it or not. But yeah, in all honesty, there's no AI that's gonna rewire your house. There's no AI that's gonna fix a drain. There's no AI that's gonna do manual labor for you. Yeah, see, chat, they will write. Chat GPT is literally, and I crack up. Here at work, we tend to leverage experience a little bit more. See, it's true. It's everywhere. Beluga whales in the house. What's up, Beluga? Beluga, how are you? Um, how's things in the ocean? Do you need a college degree in the ocean? Because I'm already one fin in there to go into that ocean. But it's true, it's experience. And I know a lot of places too where they said, um, you know what, you could have a BA or have a master's or such and such a years of experience. So in all honesty, it's just a trip. It's for real. It's just a trip. I passed that and I told her about my math issues and she raised her calculator on the screen and said, use this. She didn't even care if we use it because and that's it's so funny that you say that though. Because when you come in when you actually have uh your stats, you honestly can't pass stats without a calculator. You need the calculator. In fact, the formulas that you need for statistics is in the damn calculator, how to do things. So, in all honesty, you have your calculator already there for you because you need it. You have to use it. There's no way around statistics without using the calculator. And many basic things, like I'll do it now. Like even if I'm calculating like registration forms, um, right now, it's actually it's one of those things that even if the thing says it's actually funny that Angel said it. Okay, what's one plus one plus one? Anyone? In all honesty, even when I do basic paperwork here at work, um, Henry, it's 111. Even when I basically do basic math, even if it were to say this class costs $1, this class costs 111, I legit will take a calculator and triple check myself. One plus one plus one. Okay, it is still three. Because don't be hitting me with this common core math because it's like the hell? Since when did that not become, the number I thought it was, Um so it's yeah, it's true, Mike. I have a master's degree in whale math. That's crazy. And I heard whale math is probably some of the most I it's probably one of the most advanced math in the world because you have to calculate your distance between you and the fish and how long the rate of speed will be between the pumping of your fins to the acceleration of speed to catch that fish with the size of their fin and their acceleration speeds on their little fins. So, kudos to you for having a master's in that. My calculus teacher lets me use a graphic calculator for that stuff. And you know what? A lot of the times too, even um when it comes down to those graphic calculators, you could input on my graphing calculator in college. I used to have Super Mario Brothers on it. Someone wrote a code for my TI-89 where I could play a stimulated version of Mario Brothers, which is this little pint-sized thing where he was running and he could jump and hit stuff. And that to me was the coolest thing. And wonder why I did shit in algebra 2 in college. But what you gonna do, Um so you know what? I mean, I had Bomberman on my graphic calculator. Yeah, see, that was the thing, man. And then even behind that, I used to write all of my formulas that I needed for algebra 2 in my graphing calculator. And you know, am I saying for the world to go and cheat? No, don't go do that. But I mean, sometimes if you suck in math, you had to do what you had to do sometimes to pass that damn thing. And not only did I pass, but I played Super Mario Brothers while doing it too. So, it definitely was one of those things that we use. And I still have that 89. So I'm actually kind of curious to see if all of that stuff is actually still on it too. Because I've never what you call it, cleared that memory off of that phone at all. Just use the metas for the answers. Dude, you can't. That's the thing. Like I know we were talking about with Jaycation. I know he's at work right now. But when it comes down to your metas, you can't wear those in class. At least for tests. Like especially teachers are pretty hip to them now. As new as the metas are, they're gonna literally look at those and be like, you have to take those off. Like when I took statistics here in class, um, I use Quizlets to pass some of my tests. That thing online, was it the where you type it in? I used to do that for some of my stats homework. And then but when we took a test, because I used to take all my statistics I did in my office. Because if I went home, that's a wrap. I suck in math as it is, even worse so with statistics. So my paranoia was I'd go home, get comfortable, not pay attention, and fail that class. And Lord knows I was not going to I was not going to retake statistics, start from scratch. So I was like, listen, man, gotta concentrate, gotta do it right the first time, and that's it. I am not doing it again. And what if you use glasses though? Still, because then even if you wear glasses, how are you going to communicate with the metas? even if you're filming it. And even then, I don't think they will, because a lot of times when you took those classes, they didn't want you to record it because they didn't want you to share what the test was with other people. So the teachers are actually pretty knowledgeable as far as having Apple Watches, because even then, before the test, like if this was the stat test right now, we used to actually have to log into a whole different that we had to log into a thing that recorded you. So it was recording your screen, so you saw that you weren't googling answers. You had to have a full view. Literally, the thing, like the screen had to be like this, where you could see your hands, see your face. So if you had metas, if you were talking to it or talking to yourself, it would have flagged. It automatically would have flagged. Even when it came down to Apple Watches, like legit, I had to take my test like this. Take this, sleeves, and then even then, I had to go up like this. I had to take my laptop left. I had to take it right, and then I literally had to go down like that. Like, and it legit was like, have you ever? Well, I know you've done it with your iPhone when you set up your Face ID where it had green areas, so it shows that you're clear. So it's like green, turning green, and you're doing all this. Well, it's the same thing with at least statistics when you took your test. Every section turned green. So this would turn green, this would turn green, that would turn green, that would turn green. And then they could replay those tests to make sure that you weren't talking or doing everything. Um so if those are your prescription glasses and they had a camera on it, good luck. They'll probably tell you to take it off. Crazy, they really check good on you. They do, because especially during the pandemic, they got hella smart with stuff, man. In elementary school, we would get those blue calculators of punch. Yes, it was like typing it like type into boobs or hello. Those are fun though. Pager code, man. Kids don't understand pager code, and those are the bases. Those blue calculators is what prepped us to do pager code back in the days. Um, I'm not even a front. I liked it. It was fun. Um, the teachers didn't care if you cheated online. They would wink at us and said, "Whatever you do for these tests are just small chapter tests. We studied for the major one." No.
Don't even knock. Just give it to
Yeah, just give it to me. Whatever. Um, yeah, see, our teacher was a stickler, man. I only did that for recorded for politics, yeah. Um, yeah, the other teachers didn't trip, but stats, they really cracked down on when we did it. They were, yeah, everything. And I wish we had a teacher like that. I couldn't even understand my teacher, to be honest with you. She kind of mumbled a lot. She kind of mumbled a whole lot, and it was just a lot like that she would do too. Um, ooh, it helps if I don't misspell her name. Um, yeah, see, like I had political science too, and that was a cake. The teacher didn't know how to teach online, so basically everything I could find all my answers online. The tests were online, like 20 questions, and most of those answers came from online stuff. So that was cake, super easy. Um, I had a client who had to take a test remotely, and the software checked the laptop for software. If it found anything, it would cut the connection until you try again after software was gone. Correct. That's exactly right. Pretty much the only thing that we were allowed to do, because it would be like opening a new tab. So one tab was recording you and recording your computer and recording everything with it. Um, and then the next tab was where you're taking a test. So the only place you legit were allowed to do anything was on that tab. You could not change that tab to another tab. You couldn't open another tab. You couldn't do any of that. And even after the test, I had to scan my notes and email those notes in so that she could see all my work that I did on my notes. And I literally only had about a 5 minute gap between the time the test ended, for that window to close for me to submit it. They were hardcore, man. They were nuts. Geometry is my favorite type of math. You know what? Given now, I probably would have ended up liking geometry. But again, I know I spoke about it on a live stream before. Geometry was one of those classes I goofed around with, and I really shouldn't have goofed around. I talk about regret. That's regret. because I had a good teacher and I just dicked around the entire time. We were playing battleships, battleship throughout class. And I again we took the numbers, we wrote grids, and literally we'd be signal to each other like 3. And then if you miss, then the people across the room would be like, and if you hit, and then it would be like, or, or if you do, so B3. So, it was fun. Now, I don't know, man. That's a tough. If I could do it again, I probably would have paid a little bit more attention. But in all honesty, I wouldn't. I wouldn't trade in playing Battleship in the middle of geometry because that shit was pretty fun. Um, our teachers knew it was too much for us, and it was during the pandemic, and we had to stay home. See, so you had a good one. We had a teacher that went for blood, man. And in all honesty, I we had to do project, we had to do statistic projects, presentations as well. We actually ended up getting a certificate. I wonder if I still have that certificate for the best presentation. And then, I mean, this might come as a shocker, but uh, it was one of the best animated presentations given by yours truly, along with this other girl. And she's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe we did it! Thank you so much." I'm like, "I got you, home skillet. I got you." Some people didn't finish during the pandemic, but I was like, "Nope, I'm gonna finish this," and I did. You see, and that's the thing. Like, if I'm already gonna that's it's killer. If I'm already halfway through a 16-week session, 8 weeks in, I am not gonna drop that course. On God, I am not dropping that course because I'm already 8 weeks into it. And what then you have to take it again, and then what? Then you're now 3 weeks. You have to start again from scratch, do another 18 or another 16-week session. I'm good. Not for me. Like, not at all. I'm good. So that was the kind of difference. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Um, it doesn't make any sense. So I'm just gonna stick through it with as long as I possibly could. And thank God it ended up paying off. I actually ended up getting a B in statistics. And in all honesty, in hindsight, I didn't hate the class, not as much as I thought I would have hated the class. I honestly was like, dude, I'm not taking this. Like, I'm taking it reluctantly. I hate it. I'm gonna fail it. I'm gonna do this. No, like that's no. Um, oh, and you did yours with 5 classes. Nah, hell no. Like that's a I dedicated just statistics, and it was a trip because here goes. And again, we talk about confessions, and I know I've said it in the past. If I could ever redo it, if I could honestly say I'm gonna redo it, I honestly would have just finished junior college when I had the opportunity. Like right when I got straight out of high school, I had no idea how close I was to obtaining my AAs. Not just one, I actually got 2 of them in one shot. Um, and literally the only thing it cost me was pretty much just I just needed to take um a history class, political science, and a math. Those three, literally 3 classes that I needed to take. And then I ended up taking a bunch of other random ones that I didn't need. But in fact, because I took those random ones that I didn't need, I ended up getting another AA with that as well. So as opposed to just getting one for humanities, I got one for behavioral sciences as well. And it kind of just set me up now to be like, okay, like what am I going to do with it now? you know I was going for my teaching credential, but I stepped out of that, boy. I'm not going to do it. I can't be a teacher. I got the most utmost respect for teachers. I was in the game for a long time, but at this point I'm like, nah, man, I can't. I just can't. Like, it's just, I'm out of touch now with today's youth for me to be trying to do that. But shouts out to my boy Beans, though. That dude is probably like one of the best teachers I've ever known. I'm not just saying that because Lord knows he's not going to watch this, so he won't hear it. But he honestly is one of the best teachers I know. And anybody who's gone with him as a teacher is just a better student because of it. And those are what the kind of teachers, patient and know what the hell they're talking about. Because there's a lot of teachers now that don't know what they're talking about and they're impatient, and you just want to go just 3 across the face. I don't advocate violence, but you know, you know what I'm saying. But right, yes, I had 5 took winter classes, summer, but I had no rest. It was worth it. I got 3 degrees in art. See, that's solid. I even took art history too, which I didn't need to take, but I guess that fulfilled my humanities stuff. So I was like, all right, cool. Beans is great, but didn't see that from him when we were there as kids. You know, it's always hindsight. You know, hindsight's always 2020. And a lot of kids at the time think you're a dick, think you're here. I've gotten so many kids that I've crossed paths with after being in the game for such a long time that says, you know what? When I did student council, we did student council. I was their moderator for it. I was very strict on them. They had to go through public speaking. Um, Not that I'm the best public speaker, but I did prepare them for what to give they would do public speaking. Um, they had to learn how to do, like, if they did bake sales, it wasn't just a matter of bringing baked goods, let's sell them. We did it the path where we'd go to Smart and Final, we would be buy prepackaged stuff, and we would break it down by what cost would be. How much should we spend for this? Okay, we bought this thing of cookies for $10. Okay, there's 20 in there. Now if we sell them at $2 a pop, how much are we making? How much profit are we making? How much are we doing? Um Discipline was there as far as, okay, elections are coming up. If you get in trouble in any way, shape, or form, you're off. You're not going to do it. You can help student council if you want, but unfortunately, if you screw up, then you can't be a good representation of school. Therefore, you could be an assistant, but you can't be on it. And during the week of elections, kids got in trouble, stupid in trouble too, not just kind of in trouble, like stupid in trouble. And I was like, you know what? Unfortunately, I got to pull you off. If the grades weren't there, they were pulled off of student council. I held them up to this high standard because they were student leaders, and I wanted them to excel as best as humanly possible. And at the time, they're like, oh, Mr. Pizza Dick, and he wild, and then parents who come at me. I don't think that's fair. Okay, if you don't think it's fair, have them quit student council. I'm not begging them to be on it. And I even say that with track now. I'm not begging you to be here. I'm here so that you could live up to your potential. And if you don't like it, then there's a door. Hasta la bye bye. So I've had kids come back after that and says, you know what? When I did student council in high school, it was so much easier than what we had you do. Thank you so much for prepping us for that. So we don't, Serge, we don't see it at the time. Sometimes we think it's a joke, but honestly, we look back and we're like, damn, you know what? That prepared me. Um, Even I don't think you guys had her, but no, maybe you guys did. Did you guys have Sister Miriam Donald Serge at St. Andrews? But even dealing with her for a little bit, man. I think she graduated before we got to her, or she retired before we got to her. But even just having her stepping in there from time to time, good lord, man, she scared the hell out of God of me, man. That was really a nun, man. That nun definitely put the fear of God, but just her strict ass ways was enough to scare me some type of correct. I did public speaking. Here's the thing: even if everyone was in the same boat, we're all scared giving our presentations. But our teacher was sweet. See, I had a teacher, especially when it came down to that, who would critique you hella hard, and that was from the first speech. She basically went up on the board and said blah 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 blah. And then if you gave a speech and it wasn't to that, she dinged you and she would rip you up in front of the whole class. I ended up dropping her class because she sucked and I hated her. I went out rate my professor and see if I could find me a hot professor. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you guys need to relook into it's one of those streams that I'm in a computer lab. Check back and hear my story about the rate your professor because I found a hot one and it was amazing. God bless her. But yeah, so then we found somebody else, and it was in that speech class where I gave a presentation on Insane Clown Posse. Um, as long as the fundamentals of speech was there, she was all about it. She was super open to whatever topics of discussion you wanted to discuss. She even threw in a little bit of debate in there, and it was cool. And that's actually the class. If you heard me talk about getting pelted with getting shot with the pepper paintball, that was actually that class that actually that I actually walked out of and got pelted. But the class was dope. I really really did enjoy that class. Speech was definitely one of my funnest class that I enjoyed doing. It giving speeches is nerve-wracking, but again, I learned that very early in elementary school where we were sitting there talking about we had speech contests, and I know I have some of those on tape as well. So if I find them, I'll share them with you. I think I have before, but it was cool. I used Rate Your Professor for all classes. It was amazing. It was good. I used it probably for the wrong reasons, but you know what? Nonetheless, I still did, and it was cool. Maybe JJQ can draw Mr. Bacon. She has, and I'm still waiting. She's doing something fresh for us, but you know she's got stuff going on. But I can't wait to see the final product. But JJQ is my favorite artist for sure, for sure. All right, my friends. Well, that will do it for me today. I have been out for hour and 34 minutes. So I need to play catch up with a couple things. I actually did a couple works while I was actually talking to you guys. I can't thank you guys enough for joining me on these lunch times, man. You guys are absolutely the best. Uh, I love all of y'all. For all my stealth watchers out there, or replay gang, thank you guys so much for jumping in, and thank you for your kind words and all your stuff. We'll be back on Thursday again for another lunchtime live, probably around the same time. This time seems to work out pretty good. Gives me the morning time to do all my stuff. But you guys are awesome. You guys are the bomb.com members. I'm gonna drop out this crazy video for you hopefully by tonight, and then the Lucha Libre video should be out by tomorrow too. So again, thank you guys so very much. You guys be safe out there. I love you guys lots. Bye, Jackie and baby. Um, JJQ, and then Angel, and then Sergio. It's great having you in here, my guy. Hope to see you around more often. And then Kauai, if he comes back in, and everybody else that's my stealth watchers. I love you guys for lots. No, thank you guys for joining in. And I will talk to all of you guys soon. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.